Today I want to talk about how the African Union can learn from the European Union. I'm Rich Bialik and welcome to the Bialik Group Report. Let's start at the very top. What is the purpose? What is the focus? And let's look at it from three perspectives: a trade, a monetary, and a military perspective. When we look at the EU, it really started as a trade organization. Issues around military were handled by a separate group, NATO. In both of those, the trade and the military, you had countervailing forces, the Soviet Union with Comintern, which was the counterpart to the common market, and the Warsaw Pact, which was the counterpart to NATO. If we play that back to the African Union, you really don't have that common Africa-wide military threat. So I put that to the side. The other lesson I focus on trade is you look at how the EU developed. It was done in parts. It didn't immediately cover 27 countries, 28 countries, but it built from two countries forming a pact, France and West Germany, adding a second group. We had Luxembourg, Brussels with Belgium, the Netherlands and Italy join, and then it grew. You even had a competitor, which was led by the UK. Something similar, I think, needs to happen or could happen or help advance trade within Africa, dealing regionally, dealing with some bilateral agreements, and seeing what works and building on those, perhaps combining those over time. But immediately going from individual countries to 54, I think will be too difficult. And you may not have all 54 countries involved. You don't have that today in Europe. The last piece I talk about is the monetary union in Europe that became the euro. And I'm not sure that's really a success. We had great issues when weak credit countries like Greece relied on the strong credit of Germany to support a euro. I'm not sure that really needs to be part of an African Union at this time. I'd focus on trade. I'd focus on smart deals between individual countries and regions. That's my take on it. We'll talk a bit more about other aspects of EU experience and AU opportunity in future Bialik Group reports. Thank you for joining today.